album concept hour. The album concept hour. It's the album concept hour.
Welcome everybody to the album concept hour. I am your host, Brad LeBaron, and we have our co-host as usual. We have Virtual John. What's going on, Virtual John?
Oh, just chilling over here, man.
DJ John?
Just ready to wrap the rest of this album up, man.
Dude, hell yeah. There's
No
so
pun
much,
intended.
No puns. No puns here, guys. And then we have a new co-host for you today, guys. We've been talking about it a little bit in our chats, and we have Jake the Snake here. He is going to be coming on as a regular co-host on the album concept hour. So welcome.
Yeah, as much as I can. Yeah.
Yeah. As much as you can. As much as you can.
I have been. So yeah.
Yeah. And thank you for being on.
Absolutely.
And I'm excited
Appreciate
to we're gonna do his first official pick next week, actually, for the album concept hour. So anyway, we have a returning guest that was with us last week. We were doing Prince Paul's A Prince Among Thieves, and we haven't completed it yet. And this is RamBunxious Long. What's going on?
I'm good. I hope y'all didn't hear that burp as he was introducing me, but yeah, I'm good.
I think I covered it up.
That was fun last week, man. That was fun.
Yeah, that was a cool
Let's
episode. Yeah. No, I loved. You had a lot of like your origin story. I got to hear a little bit of, and this album is just a whole fucking trip.
It's kind of weird, right? But yeah.
Yeah. And
I couldn't wait for the second half, man. This is good.
Yeah, it is a cinematic kind of experience. But hopefully, by the way, if you haven't listened to the first half of this, go back, like stop what you're doing and listen to the first part of this album, because it's not going to make a whole lot of sense. But we have another guest today. That's right. It's they're speaking up right now. It's Zach's dog. Zach's dog. What's going on?
You can hear the dog? All right.
That's a hell of an intro, bro.
Perfect.
That's right. I couldn't tell if it was you or the dog, but this is Zach, aka Evaridae, and it's not spelled how you would think it is spelled. Just look at the description, and there'll be a link. Just look at it for yourself. And he's with us for the second half of this album. What's going on every day?
Not much. How you guys doing?
Doing pretty good, man.
Good.
My puppy's driving me nuts. Apparently, you gotta watch them.
Yeah. How old is the puppy right now?
He's like 10 weeks now.
10 weeks. Oh man, just a little fluff
he-
ball.
Or you can let him in the backyard. Or you could just let him in the backyard and see what happens.
Well, I mean, yeah.
We're talking leash or no
There's
leash
coyotes, there's those coyotes out there sometimes.
Yeah,
I don't
let
know.
him outside
I don't own a
sometimes.
dog. I don't own a dog.
But no, it's
No, it's good to be here, man.
I would say that's why I don't own a dog. Oof.
Yeah. No, I'm
Don't want that responsibility, man.
I'm probably gonna get a pup once mine gets a little older. I'm gonna get a younger one to kind of that he can teach the ways of the world.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
My current old dogs hate this motherfucker, so
I was
be
gonna say that.
careful. Be careful.
Well, yeah, no.
Dogs don't like new young dogs.
That's
This
a
ain't
lot
a
of
movie,
times.
Brad.
A lot of times. But then the old dog learns like new things. Like, oh, is that how I was? Is that what I was
Brad,
acting
this is
like?
not a Disney movie, all right?
Man, anyone else miss those movies where they have?
It does usually give them a little bit more life. I mean,
What was
That's
that?
true.
Homeward Bound
true.
or whatever?
I was about to say Homeward Bound.
Take as a point.
What?
Take as a point.
Homeward
Take
Bound.
as a point.
Yeah. I'll play back the tape to figure out what it was.
The new dog gives the old dog life.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying, Jake?
that's exactly what I was saying.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah,
it gives
that's
it like
a fact.
another couple of years. I don't know. I'm just
like my old ass hangs around all you guys, and I'm like, man, I could be somebody,
Yeah, it's just the same with people. You know what I mean? It's exactly the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, Zach, so you do mostly production work, but you have started to branch out into rapping here and there. What's your like main project right now?
Well, I just finished a verse for Beat by Bofat that Ram is also on.
Yep.
I was blessed to be able to be a part of that.
Nice.
Pretty
nice.
much through Ram and Denku.
Hell yeah.
It's a track with Smooth the Hustler and Ram.
Ooh.
And that's pretty sick.
Okay.
I finished my 16 and took me like at least a month.
Yeah.
And I rewrote the last 4 like 6 times, but
were you like did you feel like the pressure to like perform with like, you know, Bofat and like Ram and everyone on it too?
yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. By the way, PSA to all the times any of us said it, but it's Bofat, not Bofat.
Okay, I was okay, good.
Yeah, Bofat put out a video recently.
He's very particular
clarifying.
about that.
Yeah. I thought it was that video was hilarious.
My verse now.
Yeah, I know, man. I know.
Wait, so check it. So he touched on some music stuff that is not involved with this podcast, but because we're on it type shit.
Yeah.
But
I should mention you guys are also part of part of the Passion podcast. Sorry.
Yes. But but that song he's talking about. I got told I was gonna be on the track with Smooth the Hustler.
Yeah.
And I just did that hook. I did the hook on like a maybe both fat will like it, right?
Yeah.
I kind of say it in a both fat, like and not in the fat or fat.
No, I hear it. I hear it.
I know that's the way it's actually technically maybe pronounced. So I don't know, maybe, but anyway.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought because I think that's more Egyptian, like fat. You know, or fat instead of fat.
Yeah.
But I think in the language he got it from, I think it's fat. But so that's a different thing.
Yeah.
I want to ask him. I want to ask him today.
We're gonna ask him all of these questions.
But I haven't heard Zach's verse, and when this whole shit is done,
it's terrible.
He's not going to sleep. He's sending it right to you.
I'll send it to you. I still gotta like mix it a little bit.
I'm like, whoa, because I did the hook, and I'm like, oh, that means I know the rest of the song now, so I gotta hear it.
That's cool.
But sorry, Brad. Again,
now you've piqued my interest. Like, no. Now I'm like really excited to hear this track. Like, I didn't know it was coming down the line. So you're trying to do, you know, more rapping in general, or are you still doing a lot of production?
No, I'm not doing as much production. No.
Okay. Focusing more on the rapping.
Nice. For the most part. But I think I'm gonna get back into making a couple beats pretty soon here. We'll see.
I do really enjoy your production style, dude.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's
appreciate it.
Yeah, it's got its own character to it. I know, and it's yours. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're getting into the second half of Prince Paul's A Prince Among Thieves. So I guess
boys, it's starting to get heavy, guys.
It's getting real heavy with this second half, man.
Tariq.
This is where real like because it's
True.
you know, the first half was pretty much like the rise and the, you know, all of the mystique of the lifestyle.
This is the meat right here. It's the meat right here.
Yeah. So I don't know if I asked you, Ram, last time either, but
Yes,
for
sir.
both of you, what was your like first experience with this album? Ram, I'll say Ram first.
Oh, well, you know what? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I said Ram first. You're good.
Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't hear that. Okay, I'm sorry. It was. I could say it's my guy, and he might hear this one day. He might not.
Okay.
It's my guy. I've known him since I was like 14 and he was 12. He's a younger dude, but
Okay.
he got so heavy in the East Coast hip hop that there was a point when he was like, "Yo, did you peep this? Did you peep this? Like Shaheem, did you peep? Did you peep Wu Killer Bees? Did you peep this?
Yeah.
Like all the Wu syndicates?" And he would just come to his stuff. And Prince Paul was one of his favorite, and it was the acting purposes and all that. And he came to me with this album, and it was one of them times like I had talked about this earlier, where you go to the store at the record store, or CD store, and you'd buy 2, 3 albums, 4 albums at a time. And so that's what happened. He bought that, and I was over his house, and we were smoking blunts. Or he came over my house, I don't remember.
Yeah.
But we would just, every time we met, we would smoke multiple blunts.
Yeah.
And we just sat there, smoked blunts, and listened to this shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, this shit is fucking incredible.
Yeah.
And he already knew every lyric. So that means he had already sat back with it a couple times. He's one of them dudes also that memorized every lyric second time through, right?
Oh,
so
wow.
It's like, it's some Prodigy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the same with me. My best friend Andrew, Ram has met him.
Yes.
We would literally just drive around in high school, and I would videotape them skateboarding at spots in Madison.
Oh,
we
dope.
would listen to tapes.
Yeah.
But eventually with CDs, but like the Gravediggers, especially, we were super into.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty much the lead up to. Yeah, for sure.
Hey, pick him up. Back.
I was just gonna add, like the Gravediggers was actually a lead up to, like, this album. Like, it was kind of some of the stuff that he was experimenting with and attempting to, like, get traction with at that time. But yeah, it had RZA
that you hear on this album.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh no,
overlapping, but
it's okay. Keep on
I think
going.
a lot of the production you hear on this album is very Gravediggers inspired, but you got to also understand that Prince Paul was around all of that.
Yeah,
he was around all of that.
And he like this. It's crazy.
He was in the studio for those original records and Gravedigger records and shit.
Yeah.
He was probably in the studio.
Yeah.
I think there's a cousin thing between somebody that's cousins with RZA or somebody that's cousin with Gravediggers or somebody in the Wu. Prince Paul has a Wu connection cousin type thing, and I can't remember what it is. So I'd have to look that up. Brad, you probably be better than me than that, but
I don't know about that necessarily. I didn't run into that.
I don't either.
But it doesn't mean that's not true.
Totally wrong.
That doesn't mean that's not true.
I don't know. I'm like, oh, shit.
It didn't come up in my Wikipedia loose searching of Prince Paul.
Oh no, that might be like a person said that on a podcast one time and I figured it out type shit. They don't say everything on those type of sites.
Well, actually, getting into that, one of the things we were talking about before we were doing the listen through is that. So Prince Paul, first of all, has a podcast where his friend just asks him questions about his experiences. And second of all, he told this story about how he was trying to go to this, I forget the music awards it was, but he was trying to go to this.
Country Music Awards.
Wow.
Close.
Right.
I think it was Soul Train Music Awards. Is that a thing? Or Soul Music Awards.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, that is absolutely a thing.
Okay. So he was
it's not a thing, it's like a big thing.
Yeah, so he wasn't he wasn't as big of a name as he didn't have the clout to get in, basically. So he was going to try to meet Biggie outside.
Wait, is this Prince Paul?
Prince Paul, yeah. He was going to try to meet Biggie.
Have the clout. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, he was trying to meet Biggie outside so he could get him on A Prince Among Thieves. But that was the night that he died.
You said this. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
in LA, that was.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Exactly. So it's another one of those. He's like loosely another connection to all those coincidences and stuff.
Man.
You know what I mean?
They was trying to get into the Soul Train.
Wait. Rewind that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shut the fuck up and say that again, please.
Oh, okay. So he was going to try to get Biggie on one of his tracks for this album, but he was going to wait outside of that, and then he found out that Biggie was shot. And he wasn't there the night you're saying, and that didn't happen that night. Okay. Well, but you know what?
He's asking you.
I'm asking.
You're asking me?
I'm asking, like, you're saying that. Yeah, I'm saying did he ask him at the Soul Train Awards, and that's the night he got shot?
No. He didn't get a chance to talk to him at all. He never talked to him.
But he was at the Soul Train Awards the night Biggie got shot.
I believe that's what he says, but I will there was going to be a link in the description with that podcast clip because it's a great clip and you should just watch it in general.
No, that's some very interesting shit.
Yeah.
I'm sure whoever wants to do research based on
I'm sure I'm
do it.
I'm sure I'm butchering the story, but like, yeah. Listen to Prince Paul. Yeah, I was going to say.
That's what I'm saying.
March 9th, 1997 was the day he was killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, here's what I'm saying, though. Wait. Okay, so whether he was there or not, all of that is either way, it's gonna make if he was there, makes a huge difference, right? And he tried to get him on that night, but he didn't see him. Whether he wasn't there, either way, all of that is significant. What we do know is that Biggie was absolutely at the Soul Train Awards that night, and that was absolutely when he got killed. So I know that for a fact. Yeah, but I'm saying, was Prince Paul there, and was Prince Paul trying to get him on the track that night? That was what I was trying to figure out.
That is what he. But it doesn't matter.
The fact that he was trying to get him on the album is it.
He was saying, he was saying that Prince Paul didn't have enough clout to get in, but he stayed outside waiting for him to come out.
Yes, and he was
Biggie to come out, and he never came out because he went out the back, and then
and basically.
So wait, is that it then?
Yeah,
because I'm looking at this.
I'm sorry, I'm fucked up by this.
It's
Biggie
okay.
gave an award to Tony Braxton at the '97 Soul Train Music Awards in L.A.
Yeah.
On March 7th. That was so.
But this will be relevant for a track in the future. There is a track that is.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. Yeah. There is
a March 9th.
Yeah.
But yeah, the point being though, there is a track.
My homie had to time down on the same night.
So it wasn't that night.
So. Okay.
Yeah, I only know that because my homeboy died at the same night.
The big takeaway is that Prince Paul could not get into the Soul Train music.
Yeah, he was unsuccessful in getting the access. So yeah. But it's a nice story.
I'm sorry, y'all, to take up so much time, but that's fucking mind-boggling. That's
no, you're trying to put the pieces together in real time.
Yeah, because if you guys knew how much hip hop history I personally do.
Yeah, I was gonna say I mostly have.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh man,
I mostly have like the spark notes for the Biggie stuff in my mind. Like, I haven't gone. I haven't deep dived. I know I know the lore.
Spark notes.
Yeah,
spark notes to the 14th power. You know? Seriously, I'm not saying that egotistically. I'm just saying I've gone down fucking.
There's No, it's a good tool for learning.
Yeah.
So
But I feel like I'm a hip hop historian. Me and Brad just had that conversation.
Oh, absolutely.
I want to add one thing that you could move to another spot. But before we go into the next track, you had said something about Brad. You had said it sounds very Wu-Tang.
Yeah,
it sounds very Grave Diggers.
Yeah.
And that's very true. Like a Prince Among Thieves is very East Coast hip hop. But it's crazy because Prince Paul has done shit with
everybody.
MC Paul Barman, a white Jewish rapper.
Okay.
And it's amazing. It's great stuff. You should check that out. Maybe I'll send you a link to that. If you can.
Definitely.
But and then he's got instrumental albums that are just nuts, and it's just and he basically invented the skit or the skit interlude in hip hop albums.
Yeah, I was reading that.
And De La Soul is Dead, that album with De La Soul, and he has a whole instrumental album.
Yeah, but he had a heavy production in De La Soul shit. You're right.
Yeah, he did all of it.
I've never thought of that, but they might be. The only thing I would say that I would say, and I don't want to argue with you because you're right in terms of production and all that, producers.
Yeah.
But Fat Boys did the skits within their songs. I remember they had a thing about, and so did Run DMC. They would do skits in the first 4 to 8 bars of their songs.
Yeah.
But the standalone skit, man, you might be totally right.
And I don't know if he's actually credited for
that.
No. He popularized it, I believe.
When I was 11, 12 years old and first heard De La Soul, Me, Myself, and I, right?
Dude.
And I'm just wondering, I'm spitballing right now in my mind trying to figure out, but you're right. I think you're right. You know, the standalone skitty, you might be absolutely right. And De La Soul and Prince Paul were way back.
You know, Ram. Biddies in the BK bathroom. Have you heard that song?
Say that again.
Biddies in a BK bathroom.
Biddies in the BK bathroom from De La Soul is Dead.
I don't know that.
Biddies
I don't know that
BK...
song specifically right now. If I heard it, I might hear it, but I don't know. No.
That's got a lot of skits or a couple skits.
That sounds familiar.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Well, there's a fuck ton of sketches in this album, and he does the sketches better than anyone. I think.
I was 13, so that's I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Or,
I was about to say like.
let's keep going.
I was about to transition into the first track, but yeah, this is this album is fucking like amazing production, and I think he popularized the sketches, which doesn't mean he like created the sketches the first time, but like he's like the most like popular for doing it, I think. And
time I would say so. Yeah,
it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah.
People took a lot from that.
So
the whole album was very weird like that.
but yeah,
too.
I think the first track we have for you guys today.
Really.
I think the first track we have for you guys today is actually a sketch. So I might be wrong, but this is I was in.
I got a sketch for you.
Oh shit, dude!
That's what tits look like, right?
Yo, we no joke on the mic. He got a meeting this week with the Woo.
Yo, by the way, did he also tell you I'm a rap manager?
Yeah, I wanted to get that dun 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 dun. It's so sinister. But yeah, I like. Wait, Ram, you're muted. You're muted right now.
He does some before he starts talking.
I think he's laughing so hard he decided to mute himself. Maybe.
Yeah, I muted myself. I did that because I thought you were playing music, but I forgot it's 10 seconds.
Oh yeah.
I was laughing at the fucking drawing titties. What the fuck you expect me to do?
Yeah, no, it's too bad we're not recording the video for this, guys. I mean, that was tantalizing.
I forgot about that.
No, it's just for us.
It's just for us.
Yeah, I just want to entertain
just
you
for
guys.
us.
1,000 parties.
Gotta entertain the boys, you know.
But I didn't even ask
Riddler up here.
Jake and John. Have you guys ever been familiar, known about this album before this listening, or is this your first kind of venture into it?
Man, but I was blown away by it, though.
Yeah,
dude.
I was gonna say the last conversation we had, John. Man, you seemed like you really were impressed.
I might have heard this through like Pandora, parts of it, but definitely not all together. And continue.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting then.
Yeah, I mean, like I was gonna say that it's possible that you've heard like a single or something from this album. I don't think that I had before diving into it, but I don't know why I hadn't. It seems like something that should be something that I ran into,
bro.
I
But
feel like everybody should listen to this. Dude.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so good.
Yeah,
it's so
but it was
clean.
super underground.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, I mean, it only was at 138 on the U.S. Billboard 200. So.
Yeah.
In 1990.
Well, that's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good for the album.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, it actually is. Yeah.
Pretty underground
for a hip hop album.
Well, because this was
an
in
underground hip hop album at that time for what it's doing, story concept album that we're doing in 2021.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
23 years later, that's actually pretty fucking good at the time.
Well, because so it was competing with Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, all that stuff. All the pop monsters of the day.
51 Degrees.
I know, but 99 was their peak. You know what I mean? I'm not saying.
Don't get us canceled, bro. Don't get us canceled.
Listen. I'm not saying anything about talent right now. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about. But those things were so unavoidable on the charts that they took over all the good music. You know what I mean?
No, you're 100% right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That was just hilarious to me. I love you, bro, man. I'm saying that was funny.
You got Britney. You got Aguilera. You got
Britney
the Backstreet Boys. You got 98 Degrees. Leave Britney alone.
Yo, I just want to be like.
No, but I was
when you were our age at that point. That was all you heard. I even
hey, look. First of all,
that was all they played.
I know it was awful.
I'm not that old. Jake. I feel like I was attacked on my age personally.
Well, it's our fault. I mean, it's not our fault, but it's circumstance, and we were all about that age.
It's just circumstance. It's just circumstance, Ram.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're 100% right. But I will say this: "Genie in a Bottle" was one of the coldest beats I've ever heard in my life.
That's just legit.
Yeah.
Go back and listen to it.
There's fucking drums. It's
yeah.
That's
the
some
freestyle
Timbaland
split.
shit.
Yes,
Did Timbaland
Yes,
do it?
I think it was Timbaland. I mean, he might have.
Well, yeah, I was about to say there was some great production, but anyway, this track introduces us to Mr. Large, I think, right? It's all right. I'm getting there.
Looking up in the bottle.
But this is where he's introduced to Mr. Large, and he finds out
the video.
He finds out that Mr. Large is also a record producer. Which is like, I think the point where I start to think that True is sketchy. Because like in the first half, you heard me saying like, well, is True like actually out for Tariq? Or like, is he just trying to help Tariq and he's just bad at doing that? But now I feel like he's like out for Tariq. Because I think he knows that he can take over, you know? But we'll move on to the next track.
I think he already...
Yeah?
Let's go. We'll talk about it after.
Sorry, I feel like there's a tiny delay we're not used to yet.
Yep.
This is my first day though, and this is first day, on the job. They picked up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Chris Rock.
Tell nobody this. I'ma offer you this. Only you. I did this once before. Check this out. I'll suck your dick for him. Yeah, I know you can't tell. I sucked a mean dick. See, I ain't got with them crack bitches so long. I watched them suck dick.
Oh my God. He is going to do him such a favor. Such a favor.
I know, right? He's just an entrepreneur.
There are no words. No money.
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
Brad?
Yeah.
How's it work where, like, now that we've talked, how's it work? Can you play 10 more seconds?
I don't have it queued up. I could play it and cut it out though.
Is that work like that? Like, could we keep doing that and get away with playing that whole skit one day? I'm just asking.
One
if you play
day,
that whole skit,
day, or now?
I'm just saying in the
in the future.
Yeah, like
okay, yeah.
Ryan Boyce
someday we'll listen to the whole thing. Yeah.
No. Yeah, you like that one, right?
Yeah.
I just realized you just heard my joke. Okay, wait. No, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Can you do like 10 seconds of any track?
Yeah.
You do 10 seconds. I'm fucking up the whole podcast right now. I realize.
No, it's all right. You're just breaking. You're letting the viewers know like the process. You know what I mean? This is how the sausage is made.
That's how we do it.
This is something I should ask you in private. But anyway, no, seriously. Can you play 10 seconds of that and then we talk about it and then play 10 seconds more and then we talk about it and then play 10 seconds more?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's fucking Chris Rock, yo.
Let's just do that with the rest of the album.
Do that with the rest of the whole album.
I'm asking.
Yeah. No. This is what we will do that. We'll do that. Here's my first day.
Hey, I feel like Denzel Washington.
Ask me, I think that.
All right, what do you think of that part? So far, what do you think of our character of Chris Rock?
Love the beat. That's all I was listening to.
Oh yeah, honestly. That's right. There is a beat going on behind all that. Yeah.
That shit hit, man.
Yo, as soon as you know what's funny about that?
What?
Is that album came when that character was famous, but I think I'll be honest. In someone who does a character who has done a character before, I think Chris Rock held back a little bit to not make it so obvious on the record, but there was the hint of that character.
Yeah, what's the character?
So I would agree.
What's the character you're talking about for the audience? What character are you talking about again? The Chris Rock character that he's reprising?
I'm talking about Cheap Pete. I've told you this in private message.
Yeah. I'm just reiterating.
I think Chris Rock mixed Cheap Pete, which started in I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, which is like from 88, 89, 90, around in there.
Okay.
I want to say 89, 90.
Can't get it.
Ribs. Right. Yeah, exactly. Right? Exactly. So it was like this thing where he didn't want to pay, and like he said, like, can you pour it in my hand for a dime? Like, that kind of thing. And,
yeah.
You know what I mean? You remember that?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And then I think he mixed that with his character on in New Jack City, where he was actually a crackhead. I think he did that for this album and toned both of them down. But it was a mix, right?
Okay.
And I think that's something that he banked on for a long time in his stand-up, or not in his stand-up. I won't say that. I won't disrespect him like that. But I think he banked on the fact people knowing that. And he knows it, but he said it.
It was, you know, when you have a album or character that
I think he. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say when you have an album or character that gains traction like that, you gotta, especially if you're at the earlier part of your career, you gotta roll with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. I think he said that. I think he said that. Like I roll with Pookie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I roll with Pookie the crackhead. Like, it,
I
think he's literally said that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is the fact that he could subdue both like this, like if they're both over here, right? Like visually, you guys can see me.
Yeah.
And I'm taking my hands and I'm going like a downward pyramid and a downward triangle.
Yeah.
If you can make, or even upward, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if you can make those meet, I should have went upward anyway, right? But if you can make those meet at a point that then makes this, and the only reason I went downward is because he's subduing both characters to make this mild character on Prince Paul's shit. But I know that Chris Rock is a fan. I've recently found this out very heavy in the last 2 years, that Chris Rock is a huge fan of Tribe Called Quest, Prince Paul, fucking De La. He's friends with all of them, like personal friends. Dave Chappelle, too, who was friends with all of them, too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Kweli,
They go back.
Kweli,
Yeah.
Mos Def. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. They all are friends. So now when I hear this now, it makes me realize, oh, Chris Rock did that on purpose. Like, let me not be the flamboyant character, but let me be a very subdued version of both that meets in the middle. And that's why I do the downward when you guys see my hands.
Yeah, I see him.
If I was in a video right now on a podcast, people be like, this would be a meme. I'm just saying.
I was about to say though,
I'm a visual person.
Well, speaking of De La Soul, you want to move on to the next track? They have this is where De La Soul jumps in. Actually,
I'm sorry.
More than you know.
This is more than you know. Yeah,
I love De La Soul so much. They're the best. They're one of my favorite groups.
So this was 45. Made it to 45 on the singles card.
Oh, this song,
and it's very poppy. And these guys are not that poppy, but it's really cool how they flow over it. It's so cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Can we play the whole song? We don't have to. Let's play 20 seconds. Let's play 10. Okay.
Yo, excuse me. I heard the word from word of mouth that you were into booking flights. My travel agent took a trip up north, and I need to book a flight tonight. I enjoy the getting away from day to day stress, so I need to leave.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, good.
Oh, that one was just such a fucking flashback, you know.
That
really baseline
note.
That baseline note.
Skill, man. Because that one is not really that Wu-Tang. It really flexes his skill. You know, he does these kind of things too. You know.
Well, that's like an old school hip hop sound, right? Like 80s hip hop sound.
That's the Sonic early De La shit.
Yeah.
That's the song that they're sampling in there is
what were you saying, Jake? Oh, I'm sorry. But
I Like It, Cornflakes by Extra T's, and I pulled up the actual song, and it's pretty 80s. It can't get pretty much more 80s than that one.
That's awesome. I've always I never actually thought about that one, but
it's
I've
very
always
disco.
Where samples come
that
from.
bass line comes from a disco song, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
You just said the name of the song.
Yeah.
No, I'm asking Jake. I'm asking, is that a disco song?
Just kidding.
Yeah, I Like It. I Like It. Cornflakes is the song.
But is that a disco song that has that bass line?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think you know what I think happened. I think you know what I think happened is that was a disco song, maybe Cornflakes or whatever. But I think that either way, that bass line came from somewhere, and then it was somewhere else in like late '80s, mid '80s, and then what happened was Prince Paul revived that. So I think it was a trifecta. You know what I mean? I think that's what happened because I remember that shit. Like I'll be honest, that was one of those beats that I remember. That's one of those beats I remember my uncles and cousins breakdancing to.
Oh, okay.
I was 5 or 6, right?
It was 83. It was 83.
Yeah.
It was 83.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can definitely remember being like 6 years old, hearing that beat. 6, 8 years old. I promise.
I'm listening to it right now. That's so dope.
That beat is Stetsasonic. I think Stetsasonic did that beat. It's one of those bass lines that I think might have been done 20 times. Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, why not? You know, it's such a great, like, I'm sure this was like something every time it was on,
iconic.
like the crowd was just going crazy. You know what I mean?
A great example of a really good obscure sample, because I've never heard of them.
Yeah,
you know, and it's I'm sure there's people that discovered them through the Prince Paul track. You know,
which
is kind of cool.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, well, that's what I was. Okay, I didn't say that. You helped me say it. And
I know,
I'm not trying
but
to
I know you would
over,
say
but
that.
I'm saying
you would say that.
No, no, I'm saying even though it had been used so many times, it was one of those samples that so many people use because the original shit was so obscure, or it just carried lineage. Like this person used it from the original, and then Prince Paul used it from one, and then whatever. You know what I mean?
I think it's a different perception too, because I've never heard this song sampled anywhere before. But I've never
it might have been flipped.
Do you guys?
Well, that's one of the great legacies of music. Is that sometimes that obscure stuff is what gets picked because it goes, hey, nobody's using that. This is going to cost me like $5 to use.
That's his.
You know, I can work around this.
Or you don't know.
Is that Prince Paul's like upbringing, like the way, like it says that he started as a DJ,
everything on his
DJing in like 5th grade, you know?
Yeah, I think it could be.
Yeah,
like because he might have saw some of this stuff live, like in its earlier days, you know. So I could definitely see this being an influence on like a 15-year-old Prince Paul.
I'm sorry.
I mean, you guys covered it before.
Yeah, it makes sense. That makes sense.
The
That's what I was
going to
say. We had talked about that before, where I think some of these he purposely was doing odes, right?
Yeah.
He was purposely doing. I think like earlier in the album, he was purposely doing that for sure.
Yeah,
at least 2 or 3 beats that I can remember.
On What You Got.
Yeah.
And the Average White Band.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
there's a lot of those. There's a lot of those, and I think he did it on purpose to show one homage to or homage or have whatever you want to say to the samples
homage.
that the original whatever
it's homage
homage how many grits, but no, seriously, I think he was showing fuck that I can't fucking say that. Homage.
And for the next song we have
no, I seriously think he was showing gratitude.
Yes, gratitude
to the people who had done it in hip hop. And he might have known the people that they had sampled. He seems like that type of mind, right?
I think so, because
I'm gonna go sample the hip hop, but I'm also really sample it by going back to the people they sampled. And he seemed like that type of mind that would research it.
Well, yeah, because there's so many.
He purposely was giving odes to both.
Because I think this whole story. I mean,
I just want to make that point.
Although it's like a rap
about it too.
As a hamana hajaj.
For sure. But yeah, I mean, I think as a rap opera, it's like, it's not only just like, the rap story opera within like the, the album, but it is, like you said, it's like a time capsule. It is like capturing like who he is. He respects his artists and capturing those sounds all in one album.
And it's a flex, as we say these days. It's a flex. Like, hey, I went and found both samples, right?
Yeah.
I went and found the one that the hip hop did and the real one.
Because
I think we're all right in terms of. I think there's some samples he took from the original, like Jake was talking about and you were talking about, and I think there's some samples he took from, the hip hop version, right?
Yeah.
When Biggie No Dirty come to play and shit.
Exactly. Yeah. But
we're
gonna
the ultimate fucking
next track, right?
Oh, I was about to say we're gonna move on to the next track, and then I'm sorry, but we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna take a quick break after that because I need to use the restroom. But this is Room 69, and I'll let it fade out, and then we'll talk about it when we get back.
Room what?
What does that mean?
69. Oh, I'm gonna play the track. I'm gonna let it fade out, and then we're gonna take a break, and we'll come back, and we'll talk about it. Right?
Let's go.
Sounds good. All right, cool. This is Room 69, and we'll be right back with the album concept hour.
Oh, I'm sorry, love. I thought this was Room 69.
You got the right number, baby.
Nah, I was supposed to meet my boy True here. He said he has something for me.
Well, you looking at it,
Yeah,
sugar.
did, bro.
He says you've been doing a real good job.
The album concept hour.
Welcome to the Welcome back to the album concept hour. I'm your host, Brad LeBaron, and we are just getting into the last 2/3 of the album. I think we're about a third of the way through here.
Tail end.
But we just heard Room 69 with Sweet D. So
Room 69, not to be confused with Root.
With Sweet D.
With
69.
Sweet D.
Hey, man, that was just a weird time to say all of that sentence.
Sweet D.
Well, I mean,
just rewind it in your mind. Think about it.
That's the most radio host thing you've ever said.
yeah, I mean,
Room 69
listen,
with Sweet
we are
D.
we are within the podcast walls, so like I am in host mode.
That's fucking trippy. That was deep, man.
But yeah, so
It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
it's all right. It's
Back to you, Bob.
yeah, no.
This is a wild
I
podcast, bro.
John's just like,
It's
man,
a shame that we
this
don't
is
have
an
the video
interesting
going.
episode.
Brad knew what he got into, put me on this podcast.
By the way, if you are enjoying this podcast
And-
immensely,
and Zach
listen
at the
to
same
Pick Apart the
time?
Passion podcast.
Yeah, this is what Pick Apart the Passion podcast.
We got 5
is.
episodes out.
But without the two smart guys, it's just me, Ram, and Brad helps.
Yeah. You know, I help steer things a little bit.
This is surprisingly, with me on it, still smarter than my other podcast.
All right. So, Room 69, right?
Yes. Oh, see, stop.
So,
All right, next.
okay.
thing.
So, okay. This is, I just got to let the listeners know story stuff. This is where True has sent Tariq to the hotel room to give him a, special package for all of his great work on the street.
Dick in the box.
And, yeah, he at first.
Is my dick in the box?
Is my dick in the box?
I'm tripping out at how my eyebrows are going. That's not my left.
They're not. They're no Dave eyebrows. Our other co-host has like really like crazy, like they go like way up here. I swear to God.
Nice.
They're nice and thick and full.
Yeah. But he has a interesting time with her until this next song comes up. Mood for Love.
Anyways, the next track.
There's not really much in Room 69. There's just a setup for Mood for Love.
Oh. Man, he got fucked though. Literally.
Side A.
Woo. Who did the woo? Raise your hand. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah.
Beat, man. God damn.
Oh shit.
Open the fucking door.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
Police.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna count to 3. 3.
I may or may not some homies that some homies that have been there before.
Man, I'll tell you, I said the same thing.
Like
when I heard
That's a bad situation.
door knock, I was like, "Oh shit, man, fuck, what the fuck?"
All right, so okay.
But then he said it. And I was like, yeah.
The knock. But one thing I want to say,
shit, man.
Wait, this is just the listen part. Is this where we talk about it?
Yes, you can talk now.
No, we talk about it when the song is playing.
I just embarrassed the fuck out of myself.
That's all right. It's all right.
Not even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, check it. Here's the thing. So the fact that he did that is crazy because in that moment, it's like there's a whole nother dynamic to it to me besides just the obvious, right?
Yeah.
Like the knock on the door, doesn't it go into the officer coming back, right?
Yeah. There's the full like track with
Everlast comes
Everlast
back,
as
as a full
Bitchkowski. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yo, I remember the last episode we talked about this. Yeah. I want to get back into it. Last episode we talked about the fact that I had known this album 20 years ago when or roughly when I was young,
Yeah.
And I remember that right there was a big deal. You were like, what is this Everlast doing the cop? And then he came back and killed you with a whole fucking track.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And now I remember earlier today I was listening to something like, oh yeah. So, I mean,
well, yeah, he gets a chance
that's
to
a
like
big deal. Like that's a big deal. This scene is a big deal, and I was clowning, but this is a big deal because to me that's a huge deal in the theatrics of the story.
It's such a good track too.
Yeah,
he really just like rips the whole thing apart.
Well, he gets a chance to like redeem himself for having played the cop character. He gets to redeem himself by doing a like sick fucking song.
Exactly.
Yeah, and he does such a great job.
If I get to be the cop, fine.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna tell it like it is.
yeah. I was about to say, let's get into that track. Actually, this is the Men in Blue.
Let me.
Oh, what's up, Jake?
This because
say it now.
I'm going to talk about every sample because
yeah.
Oh,
Jake knows the samples, dog.
Yeah,
I'm trying to do a meme. I'm trying to do
samples
a meme.
Impeach the President by the Honey Drippers.
Nice, yes.
The first version of the Honey Drippers.
Wait, the first sample that you found is Impeach the President?
Isn't that weird that it's...
right?
Yeah, no, it's not weird.
Yeah.
It's appropriate. It's what they call appropriate.
Yeah.
It's pretty appropriate.
You know what I mean?
But if you look at the Wikipedia page for this song alone, it's got like 100 times that it's been sampled in different songs.
Yeah.
And
that's actually dope that we've never noticed it before then.
And
I've noticed it before, Ram.
Oh, all right.
The single is by the Honey.
I guarantee Jake has too.
Yeah.
Everyone here has heard it before. They just might not know it,
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't know. It's amazing. Explain it to us. Zach.
After being sampled hundreds of times since the mid '80s, it was released on Tough Records in 2017 on iTunes.
Okay.
TUFF.
Nice.
What? Cuff?
Also, fucking impeach the
TUFF records, like Tough Records, like what? I need to know.
Biden.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
Tough. What?
TUFF, or is it TOUGH?
TUFF.
TUFF.
I knew it. And that's a real record label, and I'm ready for it. I'm about to go Google that shit.
All right. Let us know.
I think Zach's mom and his aunts were on that record label.
Really?
Yeah, it was Bitches Against Diets.
Okay.
And their first single was Fuck Lettuce.
And why
one last note about this single or about this song.
I'm sorry.
It's a really good example of the flow of the album. When she's like, she's gonna put the radio on, and then it goes into a nice.
Oh yeah, that's
song,
true.
And then that we all know what's going on now.
Oh yeah, that's right. We didn't talk about it.
Tell you what's going on.
There's that like Frank Sinatra type track, like a crooner kind of track.
Yeah. Crooner thing failed too. Yeah. I actually meant to say that.
That was such an interesting choice.
When you hear that,
I thought so too, Brad.
Drum loop hit, you are gonna recognize it. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Right, and the next one, you saying?
The impeach the president loop that Jake was talking about.
Yeah.
Is that in? Is that in?
Noticeable. Like
the Men in Blue?
Crazy.
Is that in the Men in Blue?
What?
Is that in the song The Men in Blue?
I don't know.
Because I should play it if it is, which I'm going to do right now.
He said it. He said it was. I think.
Who the fuck's payroll do you think that I'm on? The police department is like a crew. It does whatever it wants to do. We're like a crew.
It's like a crew.
It's. I think he definitely like cuts it after like a measure or two because there's not that.
I think that
open hi-hat to close, but
sorry.
that is it's not as recognizable as I thought it would be.
Well, I was about to say, I think he changes the bass. There's the bass line that he changes up. Like I think at one point in the song he uses maybe a different part of the same song, but just briefly.
I don't think the bass line is. I don't think the bass line is. Yeah.
What's up?
Synthetic substitution. Yeah.
Synthetic substitution. Yeah. All right. What is that?
That's another one. That's another big one.
1973.
Oh, that's a song. I thought you were talking about like a producing technique or something. So It's like, where do I find this setting? Synthetic substitution.
Hey, you know what's funny though? Hey, you're not far off though. If you get like a Borg or some other synthesizer or some other NPC.
I'm sure there's something like that. Yeah. I'm sure someone has named one.
Like 1993, 1973. They'll give you a year for a sound. That's a fact. Yeah.
That's true.
I hate it. I hate it.
The 99.
In 99? No, that happens now.
He's just,
I know it happens.
He's just trying to cover all of the years. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, the 70s, the 80s, 99. You know, now.
Are you and Zach on a team right now?
The big one.
I don't know. I'm just playing along, trying to add to what he's saying.
I haven't seen Zach in a while, so I'm going at Zach. So if you want to be on his team, be a victim. Be a victim.
Oh shit. Do I have to take some hits if I'm on Zach's team? Okay. All right.
Hits of the ball.
Well,
I'm sorry, John and Jay. We are on one.
Quick here.
No. This is great. This is great. This is like the best pick apart the passion like advertisement there could be. You know what I mean? So yeah, if anyone is on the fence, just jump in. You know what I mean? It's free. It's on YouTube. You know, Flyover State Park. Let's do it.
We might take.
Flyover State Park.
I watched actually the last time you guys did it, the YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that was a fun one. I really enjoyed that.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, Jake, it warms my heart that you watched it, because from when people who know me watch something I've done, it means a whole lot more than
they get really
anybody
annoyed.
Else. I'm sure they do. They're like, "Oh, Ram's
sitting on a
drunk
bus,
again," right?
I'm sitting on a bus.
But Jake's been there with me. Yeah, well,
Nice.
that's funny. That's actually funny.
Nice.
Did they see it too?
That's the right
At least
place.
it was not porn.
Show the kids, man. Show the kids. No,
Yeah,
I'm
Ram,
Don't-
I've known you
do
for a
not
very
show the
long
kids.
time. So
That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, like, to me, it actually really does. I'm being very serious. I know I'm joking, but it makes me feel very good that you actually watched it and you're paying attention a little bit, and that me and you knowing Brad, Mr. Producer Extraordinaire over, like I always call him.
Yep.
I'm gonna start calling him BE Gangster. You know what I mean?
You mean Be Love 2?
Huh? What?
Be Love 2?
It's DJ B Love 2.
DJ B Love 2?
You don't want to be B Love 2. Don't be B Love 2.
I'm just saying, man. I need to talk to B Love. I need to talk to B Love first, but like, you know.
I mean, I love B Love.
We'll talk about it.
But you don't do what he does, so you want to be your own
He's
thing.
got a point. You should do Brad Love.
Brad
Love.
Brad
really
Love.
fuck with him.
And you should be like, "Hey, my name's Brad Love. I thought of it. Like,
My name's Brad Love. I was
original.
I was just
no one has any name like it.
You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? No, but seriously, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Let's fucking rock and roll.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I don't know. I'm talking.
No, you're transitioning. You're transitioning to the next track.
Anyways,
I just wanted to mention. Well, I was about to say though, before moving to the next track though, like I just want to talk about this one, the one where the cop is like rapping, like
it's a really for everybody, you know.
Yeah, like especially
he's talking. We're a gang. We do whatever we want to do.
Yeah, this is like, and this is before like The Wire, guys. This is before like there was some stuff that like deep dived into the prison system, this is really revealing a lot of like police politics and how they influence the street, and they the part that they play in that,
a lot of shit that's popular in television right now.
Hey, Brad, you did your Dan Rather very well.
The police,
thank you.
Shit.
What's up?
What?
So you did your Dan Rather very well there.
Why? Thank you.
Who? Brad is our producer.
Yeah,
he is the one that brings all the wacky characters to the table.
I'm smart. I watched The Wire, like
Yeah.
Yeah, I read stuff.
What?
I'm the host. I read stuff. I'm smart.
I don't know how long you want this podcast to be, but you're probably shutting most of us stuff.
4 more hours.
No. This is all going in, guys. Everything
is good.
all going in.
Anyways,
but yeah, I just wanted to say fuck 12, and this song is Central Booking.
Yeah. Fuck 12.
Yo, what are you talking about? Don't play games with me. Tell me who's your boss. Can I make my call now? Wachowski? Give this
was that more like 12?
Get him out of here.
It's a lot. It's a lot of them.
12.
You got 2 minutes, punk. Use it wisely.
Funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's another one of the sketches we were talking about earlier.
It's so like it's so like they're so like expressive with use it wisely, you know, like I love it. I just love it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's so aggressive, you know?
Yeah.
It is a little like it's almost like like a stage production where you're almost overacting because
dramatic.
you need to get to the people in
It's
the back
like
of the
a damn
audience.
musical.
Yeah.
It's a musical on an album.
Dude, I'm saying
Well, that's a weird thing to say, but yeah. No,
I think it should
But
be.
it is though, because the songs roll well.
No, I know, John. Remember me, you, and Brad were talking last time, John, and we were saying how much that the description and then the sound of how he took the descriptions and leveled them in different waves of sound. Like, so I was going to ask Zach. Like, Zach, I was impressed at how the different elements of the story, even when there were skits, like there was actually like you could see it on a fucking theatrical stage. Zach, if you could say this real quick before you leave.
I would agree.
Are you impressed by like the way the sounds were leveled to make it sound like a track or sound like a fucking play? I mean, you know what I mean? We had talked about that last time, and it was like, yo, that shit is crazy.
The Foley,
especially for 98, 99 or whatever.
You know, like Foley artists or the people that make the sounds in movies. That's an understated art. You know, it's
exactly.
Yeah,
I went to MMI and I took classes in sound engineering and sound design. And we would try to make a 30-second clip of somebody walking out the door, into right weather, and we had to find those sounds, and it's harder than it seems to make it seem realistic. So he did a really good job of blending all that shit together and making it sound cohesive throughout.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't know if I talked about it on the last.
Thing gels.
I don't know if I talked about it on the last podcast, but like I did a lot of that for my improv comedy podcast, Rolling Stoned. And it like trying to like get a room tone and like, all right, this is the sound of someone walking from A to B is just a different kind of a head trip than making
and then you have
music
to take
or whatever.
into account the listeners, your perspective. It's like
yes,
this is where you're hearing these from, or whatever, or the person and subject like Tariq maybe, or whatever.
But yeah, I definitely.
Well, and then think about this.
Yeah.
Then you take. I'm sorry, Brad.
No. Go continue.
Then you take it. When did this album come out? 98, 99, right? 98? 99. Okay, so then you think about that, and we listen to it 22 years later, literally, which is more than half my life. And it still sonically sounds as good as anything today, really.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds great.
That's amazing. That's one of the most amazing things about this album. That's top two. That's the second best thing about this album to me is the sound of it.
The drums hit nicely. He's a good
considering everything,
Yeah.
But then to me, also lyrical story is the number one for me. But that's me. But second is how good it sounds now.
Yeah.
Sonically, to still be a story, to still be different beats, to still have to follow the narrative, all of that, yo. It's amazing, yo.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brad, by the way, for what's going,
Dude, thanks for suggesting this, man. Like, you're the reason really that like
this is a great one to add
I know about this and
to our books.
Yeah, this is like needed to. We should have almost done this before. Like, if I had known about it, like it's such a pure.
This is more concepty than some of the ones we've been loose with. Jesus
That's
Christ.
true. Yeah, this is very.
Wait, say that again, John. John, say that again.
This is more concepty than some of the ones we've done and said our concept album. This is
awesome.
This meets our criteria hard,
bro.
Like
it's no accident.
Checkbox.
It's no accident.
Nice.
Everything happens in succession, how it's supposed to happen. I really believe that shit.
Exactly.
Everybody on this podcast knows I believe that shit because I
got a question.
Yeah, Zach?
I got a question. Do you guys have like a checkbox or a criteria for what you would consider?
Zach,
we have a list
over there.
We do have a list.
We're pretty loose. I mean,
they're
that'd be kind of cool to incorporate that into.
There is
Zach had to go 5 minutes ago, by the way.
We're actually going to start getting
like a list of 10 things we look for, and really, if you hit 4 or 5.
Well, yeah, I guess, yeah, the challenge is like kind of balancing out, like, not doing too many of the same thing in a row,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
On that, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go for it.
Would you guys be willing to do like a RamBunxious and Zach put a playlist together of concept songs?
Ooh, now that sounds fun.
I can name
concept song, motherfucker.
Look.
There's a couple.
Hold on, Zach. Look, you're gonna laugh. You're gonna be mad at yourself in like 30 seconds. Because here's the thing. I swear to God, Nas has 4 I could mention right now. Right?
Yeah.
He has. I Gave You Power, which is in this perspective of him as a gun. It's him as a gun on the shelf, right?
Yeah.
And then. There's Mob Deep. Hold on.
know what you mean now.
Mob Deep did a song where they're all in the perspective of liquor, right? But then Q-Tip is in the middle of that song and does a thing about fashion. He says Tommy Hill was my nigga, but others couldn't figure how me and Hill figure used to move through with vigor. It's like he names all kind of fashion brands and shit through his verse, right?
Yeah.
On the same song, right?
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like, and if you need to bleep out the NITTA, please do that or whatever. I don't care. But if
no.
If it's just me that cares, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But I'm saying what you're saying now.
But I'm saying, like, if you did like me and Zach make a playlist of our favorite songs and do an episode like that or whoever, we help you curate that. There's so many hip hop songs by themselves that aren't albums that would be dope for breaking down concept.
Wait, well, I mean, there's like always
Rewind by Nas where he does a story backwards.
Well, I was about to say, there's always the Immortal Technique, Dance with the Devil.
I'm sorry.
We got, Dance with the Devil. We got to, we can cover just that at one point,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. You only really need to.
Me and Brad been like this.
Yeah.
Me and Brad been like this since we.
Oh yeah, we got plans. We got plans.
We'll get that playlist over to you.
Oh yeah.
The next 9 or 10 months.
But hey, do you guys want to move on to the next track though? This one's got.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
Fuck. I keep thinking we're done.
You keep thinking we're just
I'm
chatting.
Drunk, man. I'm sorry.
Hello.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm drunk.
But yeah, the next one's got Sadat X. It's got Exhibit.
Oh yes.
And King Creole.
Yeah.
So
we talked about this song earlier.
Yeah. I'm not sure who I chose for this clip, so we'll see.
Creole, one of the most underrated rap names in my opinion.
Okay.
Hey, that's a fact. That's a fact.
I like that name for some reason.
Yeah, I do too. I've always loved it. And he has that Creole accent. I don't know if you know that, but he does.
Oh, nice.
Bitch ass, shook ass niggas like y'all. Get in the game, cause by the look on your rabbit cabbage getting ass fainted, niggas about to beat you all down to the last.
Underrated rapper.
Wait.
Exhibit.
I gotta ask you guys something.
Oh man.
I gotta ask.
That was the one with Exhibit, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I went crazy.
I think that might have been the part with Kid Creole, maybe. I'm not sure.
Or Kid Creole.
Yeah.
I don't really know what
Kid
Creole sounds
like.
like.
I have to ask you guys a question though. This is just me. I need to know that song. The soundbite in the background there, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's used in it's used in a lot of Beastie Boys songs and just rap songs in general. What is that from? Do you guys know? Either of you?
Fuck no. Nope.
I mean,
do you know the origin? Because
probably a couple different.
No, I do not.
Yes.
It's like the Wilhelm scream of rap music. It's just.
Look,
I hear it everywhere, and every time I'm like, who did that? Who is that? Yeah.
I personally have no fucking clue. I've heard it forever.
Well, that's that's a mystery. A mystery for another day. But
I've heard it forever, but I
know it's been in rap for as long as at least late 80s.
I think we should start a rumor. I think we should start a rumor.
Hot Stepper.
That's I Need Kamosi. No,
here comes the Hot Stepper.
But I think I do think we should all take a pact in this podcast. And Jake, you have to take it too.
Blood
and John, you have to take it too.
Okay, blood pact.
You have to take it too.
Okay.
And Brad, you have to take it too.
Okay.
Is that we say it's Curtis Blow. Just for no reason at all.
Curtis Blow. Okay. right, Curtis.
We just give Curtis Blow or Bismarcky.
Okay, all right.
We can vote on who we give
Bismarcky.
And we just start that. We just start that. They started the You know what I mean, like.
I agree.
Start it.
I agree. I'm going to cut this out, and we're going to make this happen.
I mean, if Donald Trump could be president on fake news, we can make one rumor.
Anything's possible.
Pretty much do about anything.
America's land of dreams.
One rumor?
It's okay.
One rumor?
But okay.
One rumor? Come on, man.
But
all right. Anyways.
Sadat X. Wasn't he on?
So this song seems to be about the prison system.
Yes, but wasn't Sadat X on one of Danku's tracks recently?
Yes, Danku has done a couple tracks.
That's what I thought.
3 with
Yeah.
Sadat X.
Yeah. Tayamu Danku has done a couple tracks with him.
And he's part of Pick Apart the Passion, part of
Exactly.
Psychedelic with him. We are friends, rap together, all that good shit.
Yeah.
And it's cool because
sorry, go on.
Sorry. I know people aren't watching, but I'll show you guys. So the liner notes of the booklet looks like a movie. Kind of.
Man, I haven't seen that in a long time. Yeah, it really did do a book. They did a visual book.
Oh yeah, that's exhibit.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that since it came out, and we used to have the copies.
Yeah, I think that you described this. I think you maybe described this in the last episode.
Holy fuck!
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I think you described this in the last episode. Yeah.
Got,
bro, Zach,
there's room
you just
69.
killed the game with that. Yo, Zach, you just
wow. They got everything. Okay. Yeah, you know what?
This is a scene from their music.
Am I a meme? Am I a meme if I do this? If I do this, am I a meme?
No, I don't. I think that it depends on how many people share it.
Emoji.
Am I a meme now?
You don't know that.
Hey, I'm the oldest guy in the podcast.
Just hold it up there, Ram. Hold it up there. I'll take a screenshot.
Here we go. Yeah. Jake's got the screenshot.
I can't even
hold it up. Hold it up.
Okay. See, wait. We are. Hey, look. We're doing none of that.
What's going on?
This is the Album Concept Hour, Pick Apart the Passion crossover event.
I'm not this stupid. I'm a comedian as well. All right.
Yeah. I mean, once this pandemic's over, Rand's gonna be hitting the stages and making you guys laugh. So,
I'm gonna get going.
You got to peace out.
Because I'm being loud.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, Zach Evaridae. Check out his Bandcamp at Evaridae. That's EVARDAE. No, I forgot the I. I forgot the I, didn't I?
The closest anybody's ever got.
I'm drunk. I'm drunk.
Appreciate it.
But yeah,
it's
EVARIDAE.
There he goes.
EVARIDAE.bandcamp.com.
My man's in that B.
Yep, check out his stuff. He's always doing new stuff.
Hit me up on Instagram. I post a lot more on there.
Okay.
He has an OnlyFans too.
And OnlyFans and Venmo.
Don't hit me up on there. That was a mistake.
Okay. All right. Well, it's out there. It's out there.
I'm sorry.
Hey, listen. I paid the subscription fee, so I'm gonna keep them. I'm not gonna share them with anyone, but
Well, I guess I'll post some new content.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right.
Yeah.
I gotta find my Mennonite hood. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Go for it. I'm not sure exactly what you mean, but go for it.
Anyway.
I love
you. Yeah. Good to see you, Zach.
Jake.
Peace out. Peace out.
Nice to meet you, Zach.
What?
Nice. I like how he timed that.
I'm stupid. I'm sorry. You might have had the wrong guess on here, Brad.
No. This is perfect.
I'm just playing.
But do you guys want to take just one more quick break before we finish it off?
Talk too much, John. I talk too much, bro.
It's okay.
But sorry.
Finally met someone that talks more than me. So that's not a bad thing.
Hell yeah. No. This has been fun so far.
All right.
It's been
but yeah.
You were at time 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Just use a bathroom break. All right. Bathroom break. All right. Sounds good. Be right back.
Let's finish that.
Welcome back to the Album Concept Hour, the third part, the rare third part of the Album Concept Hour. And we are covering Prince Paul's A Prince Among Thieves and the gut-wrenching conclusion of this fucking album. So when we last left our hero Tariq, he was in jail and he was hearing the basically the soliloquies of all of these different people that are also in jail, kind of like the songs War Party or MC Hustler, like the Horror City kind of songs. And he called his mom to bail him out this time, so she's going to come, do what she can. And what she was able to find is the Reverend. So we have tracks.
Reverend is coming to save his soul.
Exactly. He's got flow too. So this is RamBunxious. You need to unmute, by the way. This is track 2930, The Reverend and Sermon.
I can explain. The captain already told me, Tariq. You're such a good young man. How could you let the devil's way manipulate you?
I don't know, Reverend.
Well, I told your mother I would talk to you before I got you out.
Yes, Reverend.
Leaving you on the note that knowledge is to know the ledge before you fall over the edge, into the devil's so-called civilization, or into the pair of ignorance. The difference between that ledge and that edge is that ledge is the...
He's gonna save you! He's gonna save your soul!
I wish that...
He's gonna save you from the devil and all it knows!
I wish that all sermons were like that, honestly. Like,
they were that touching?
Yes. Well, that just, they had that flow to
I wish that all reverends were that cool.
Yeah.
Come bail your ass out of jail.
Yeah, with the cooler they are.
I'll send the Reverend. He'll be right. God damn. That's a guy that's in tune with his community, motherfucker.
Well, I mean, but hey, I'm sorry, Ram, what were you going to say?
Oh, nothing. I was just going to say the cooler and slicker it is, the more they're fooling you. That's what they're showing in the shit,
Yeah. Well, I was just saying, I mean, I think that like a reverend like doing his like, duty as the like, the shepherd or whatever, this is what they should be doing, is helping people at their lowest, points. So, yeah. I'm glad that this is involved in the story,
Yeah.
It's a good way to show because you know what, not all Christianity's bad. There's bad aspects, but there's good.
It's
so
broad.
much good.
Yeah, exactly.
There's so much good in the small part,
I do love the way though that Tariq kind of like plays dumb, like he kind of like plays up his innocence in these last couple of tracks. Like he's like, oh yeah, no, I'm sorry, Reverend. Like it's all like I didn't know I was getting into.
How did he get you so far? I don't know, sir.
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
As if
motherfucker, you know.
Yeah, as if he would in front of his family.
Mm-hmm.
It was like that.
Exactly.
I'm so sorry, Reverend. Thank you so much for bailing me out, Rev.
Yeah. Because, like, you always, no matter what you're in trouble for, you're going to downplay it for your parents, your family members, whoever,
Always.
Yeah.
And, he doesn't want his mom to know. He doesn't want his mom to know all this shit.
Been there too many times.
But yeah, it's just, and this is Dom Dom, I guess. I don't know much about Dom Dom, but it's a fucking...
Me either, actually.
Okay, but it's a great track. It's just he's having fun with it. Clearly, it's spoken in a a sermon type style with beats. It's just a fun track. It's just a really just fun in general. Like that's why I want to see this on a stage. I want to see this in a musical because it would just be so. This track in particular would be just so much fun. For whoever is playing it to play it, So
yeah, we talked about that before. How much this is like really theatrical, and they sell it in that way.
Yeah, and I don't think it's
exaggerated in that way too.
I don't think it's too late to turn this into a musical. I mean, like this could still be turned into something like that. Prince Paul's still around.
Should we petition Prince Paul?
Or? Yeah. Let's start it right now. This is the petition that's starting right now. Prince Paul. And you want to get that guy from Hamilton involved? Maybe. I mean, he's got some clout. You know,
who's you? Who's gonna get him involved? You?
I'm just saying he can maybe like rope everyone together. You know what I mean?
Man, that'd be great.
Yeah. Lin-Manuel Miranda's. Yeah. Helmets.
So we basically have to just figure out his schedule and follow him around the country and then convince him of it.
Yeah. I mean,
well, I know you guys are trying to get Disney to sponsor.
Oh, of course,
he signed a Disney contract. Like,
wait, what is it? Disney Plus?
Is he in the Disney camp
Disney
now?
Because I don't have.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, maybe this can be a Marvel film.
Disney, he did? That's a serious thing?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
It makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, musical
That's how
stuff.
Hamilton went on Disney Plus.
Yeah. Okay.
No shit.
Yeah. I haven't watched it yet, but it's I've heard the soundtrack. I heard it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've watched clips.
You've seen pieces,
and I still haven't watched the whole thing. So
have you listened to the soundtrack of it before? Like,
No.
do you know what it's like or anything? I'd be curious to see what
from the clips I've watched.
Yeah. I'd be curious to see what.
I need to give it its justice and watch the whole thing.
Yeah,
but I will be honest. There's a biasness in me.
Yeah, that's fair.
The subject matter doesn't move me.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem I have too. But
so I'm I'm gonna have to force myself to listen to it. I'll be honest. Because the subject matter doesn't move me.
Yeah, I think I listened to it because
I think a lot of when I went into it, wasn't what excited me either. But I think as a history major and somebody that loves that stuff, you do get into it, and there's a lot of things that I did not know, and what he did was so revolutionary in that he brought in so many concepts of what's going on today in America.
I think I might have heard that before. Okay.
To make it more relevant to things that were going on 250 years ago or whatever.
Yeah, it's a fun.
I need to check it out, man.
It's a fun dive. I haven't seen it though, so I haven't seen the live thing, but I've heard some of it.
Were you gonna say something?
John, were you gonna say something?
No.
John was not going to say something.
I was just agreeing with
I might have heard something different.
You know, speaking of Hamilton and having to get your shot, we're about to get to the showdown of this album, which is very similar to a showdown in the Hamilton album. I think that's a transition. So this is Showdown.
Everybody see my fucking resume. What's going on with that? What's up with using my fucking beat to get that deal with the Woo? What the fuck is going on? I thought we were supposed to be like
the Woo. Hey, yo, fuck you. Why you always gotta get the breaks, huh? Record deal. Fly drug set.
Yeah.
We had talked about that before, the Woo.
Boil it right down to jealousy.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's kind of what has kind of come out in the second half of the album is the because there's the part where Tariq is doing way better at selling stuff on the street than True is. So I don't know if that's where the jealousy begins or
the jealousy begins when he got the deal. He heard right off the bat, I need money because I got a deal.
Yeah.
And that's where it all started. He heard that that's why he set him up. That's why he knew right was going down.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I would say
that's why it's very
you're
frustrating.
Right. You're right in terms of the story narrative.
Yeah.
But I honestly think the hate from True was there before you knew
absolutely
was there.
Yeah.
I know you know that, right?
The hate's been there the whole time. This is how it manifested.
Exactly. I was about to say the exact same thing. This is where it becomes a thing that the listener and the watcher or whatever knows.
Yeah.
And I think it's a prevalent way to show it because it's later in the story when you really get a grip on what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, it wasn't for
because
me.
It's always been there.
Yeah.
Right. Even the way he talked in the beginning, I didn't want to say this, but even the way he talked to his mom, it was like, I want my mom to like me more than she likes you because I already know she don't like you. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that happens. You know, that happens.
That happens a lot.
Yeah. You want somebody's relatives.
Very easy for that to happen.
When I fuck this dude over, his family's still gonna like me, and that's what's gonna fuck somebody
Yeah,
up.
no, I know.
Much,
that's the fucked up part about this.
When he calls his mom, he can't say that True's the one. I'll call True. No, don't call True.
Exactly.
You can't say don't call True because he's a lying son of a goddamn.
No.
But you can say don't call True, please.
And we talked about that before.
Anybody.
100%. Yep. And I think this is a song that's indicative of all of that.
Yeah.
And I'm slurring a little bit because I'm a little.
It kind of comes to a head in this track because like this is where he finally confronts True about it because like and True's just like you either get on the bandwagon or like that's it and Tariq's not having that. So this next song is where it all really goes down. So this is Showdown. Or sorry.
I like this.
You got shot. Sorry.
Oh no, yeah. It's before Showdown.
After.
My soul question like old westerns. The lowdown gonna die soon. The true fake, you're gonna fall to rock bottom when my Glock spot him. Then for you, snake, you're gonna fall. Crumbling, messing with me, definitely humbling, mumbling mercy. Thirsty, I need to hear.
With the marimbas, like, that's very unique.
One more time, say it again.
Oh, the marimbas, you said.
The marimbas, the percussion instrument, like
the instrumentation. Yeah, it is. Yeah. I was like, I don't know if that was a sample or live.
Looks like there's a sample from Midnight Theme by Menzel.
Yeah, and I thought I looked that up.
You think that was in there?
I don't think it was in there. So I think that was live. That was.
It could have been live, right? It could have been somebody. Yeah. That's what I was wondering. Yeah.
Oh, and this is the one with Brooklyn Zoo in it too, right? By Old Dirty Bastard.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
Maybe get a shot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is the one that has a verse that is like similar to like a Biggie kind of verse.
Well, I was.
This is the conversation, man. This is what they be having this time, like this.
Yeah,
it's the whole conversation before the guns get shot. Then he asks for it, but of course we all know why he asked for it afterwards.
True
really just.
But I think Brad was talking about like, there was a point when we were listening to it, and I thought the first part of the sample for the hook I thought was Biggie, and then I realized. Then he told me it was actually ODB.
Yeah,
it's Old Dirty Bastard. Yep.
Yeah.
And so there's a point like halfway through the hook sample, which goes 2 times, so a quarter each way, like the second quarter and the fourth quarter or whatever. But where it starts to sound like ODB, and I was like, oh no, that is ODB. You know what I mean? And that's a trip.
Yeah.
Because they also put like I mean, just no one doing vocals and effects, they put an effect on it that made it. They did that on purpose.
Yeah,
because ODB and Biggie's lyric voices don't mesh that fucking great, that well.
Yeah,
without doing anything.
Yeah,
they put something on it, but that's genius in it, right? You made those 2 legendary rappers, and I think there's a homage in the whole song, and I can't remember. We might need a longer time than this podcast does, but I'd have to listen to it and really find all the references, but. There's something else in that track that is old school too, and I can't think.
Well, I was gonna say,
did we talk about it?
Remember, I think this is Shah in this track. Or this is the track where it sounds like Biggie, but it's not Biggie necessarily in the track.
It was Old Dirty. Unless it was somebody before Old Dirty.
Yeah. It was.
No, we said that's what I'm saying. It's not Biggie.
Yeah.
They made it sound like Biggie.
Yeah. It sounds. Yeah. That's what. And I think this is the one that.
Did I say that wrong? I'm sorry if I did.
I think you might have. I don't know. I'll run back the tape.
I might have.
But I think that this is. I think this is the one.
Let me be wrong.
It's all right. I could be wrong too. But this is we're all wrong here.
Yeah, whatever.
But I think this is the track definitely though that Biggie, like, he wanted Biggie to be on. Like, this is the one he was going to talk to Biggie about.
That's what it was. You told me that.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why I think
they
maybe made this first part of that sample sound like Biggie to me.
Well, no.
I
remember, I didn't tell you that until after you heard this and you said it sounded like Biggie.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I have a story for you. Yeah. So I
was blown away by that. That's still blown away.
So I think this was definitely meant for Biggie originally.
That's wild, man.
But
that's crazy,
especially with the like context of what is happening in the album, like, and knowing what we know about Biggie, it's like especially poignant, But yeah, like he confronts Tariq confronts True with his gun, and finally we have this final confrontation, which goes back to something from the earlier part of the album.
You really just get they dig right in, like fucking True just
It's
brutal.
brutal.
You know right when he says it. You know right why this is all happening.
I don't remember exactly what the clip is, but here is "Every beginning must have an ending."
Like they say, every beginning must have an ending. But why'd I have to end this way? Laying here, looking back, trying to figure out how and why. How could someone so close to me hurt me so much? We were like brothers. Damn, look at True, man.
That's just fucking
continuing and finishing.
It's fucking sad.
We were like brothers. But just because we were like brothers doesn't mean he thought that.
I think the hardest part about this album and like Tariq's arc is that like he even goes to the grave.
I like that word, arc.
Feeling sorry for True. You know what I mean? And then True is just like, oh, look at this sucker, It's just,
so angry.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so mean.
It's it's brutal.
So mean.
But it's a constant narrative.
No,
no matter what.
No, exactly.
What streets, no matter how hard, no matter where in America.
This is the shit that makes it hard to be a nice person.
No matter what goes on, it's the same narrative.
Well, yeah, Ram, you were talking about how this album is a great example of that kind of age-old tale of like,
it's age-old.
Someone that is
I mean, go back to Julius Caesar and, every story throughout politics, throughout religion, throughout history, throughout hip-hop, throughout the streets in America, throughout the streets out of America.
Doesn't matter.
It
the tale is old as fucking time.
Yeah.
But that's the genius of what they said in this.
Yeah.
We go tell it in our way with True and Prince Paul and different producers and Everlast and RZA and The Woo. All of that shit is amazing.
Everyone. Just fucking everyone.
To tell the same tale.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Age-old tale.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Tale as old as time.
Tale as old as fucking time, dude.
I still can't find.
But yeah, it's such a it's a really brutal ending, but it is it's very real.
I love it, man.
Yeah,
I love it. I'm not emotional about it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I just think like I think the second listening where I was like thought like, oh, this is fucked up. Because like this is the point in the album where like you are coming to the point where the album started. So you are. Yeah,
Wait,
you are finally.
It's all coming to a conclusion.
Yeah, this is at the end.
Next thing, the very end. Is this the very end?
Yeah, the next one. Yeah, I was about to say the next one is the new joint with
the next two
DJ.
are the last ones, right?
Yes. So this is
35 and 36 or 33 and 34.
34 and 35. Close.
Oh, okay. See, I was goddamn,
so
I was close on both sides. Okay, wait. So, I don't want to see any tears shed. Okay.
I don't
want. No, I'm just playing.
I'll hold them back, Ram. I promise you. I'll hold back the tears just this once for you.
That's why Jake's been over there in the cut. Like, I'm gonna just hide so nobody sees me crying.
He's just silently, weeping.
and Jake's over there crying for True.
That's right.
I'm just playing.
All right,
I haven't seen you in a long time. Love you, brother. I just got to make fun of you. I'm just playing. I'm sorry.
No.
So this is the new joint with DJ's Delight.
Yes, right.
Yo, what's up? This is Bobby the Barber, chilling with my man Sean Lord said. This next joint coming out, MC True, Prince Among Thieves. You guys been calling
What's
up.
up, everybody? Where you flavor videos? I'm your host, Bobby Simmons.
Hey,
somebody else is listening for me right now, but I know what it sounds like.
Yeah.
He's gonna hear your response.
It's all of the different. What's up? Can you hear us?
Yeah,
Ram?
she can. She can hear you.
Well, okay.
Listen, they're not gonna talk. Just listen to the song.
The song's over.
You don't get 10 seconds.
The song's done.
All right,
Ram.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was having fun. With the podcast. Wow.
So that was the new joint. DJ.
Did something happen while I was going?
I think by the time you handed her the headphones, it was maybe already done. But no, that was like it was the track that was talking about.
So basically, this is like it's just the ultimate betrayal.
Well, yeah, True got the Wu-Tang contract. True is getting the attention from the contract. I know. It's okay, John. It's gonna be okay. But all the DJs are stoked about what he's doing, man. They're fucking like excited about what True's putting out now, you know? And I do want to say something from the previous track. I think Showdown, it might have been. You can hear in the background when the RZA is talking, you can hear the song, was it What You Got, the demo. You can hear that song in the background while RZA is talking. So like RZA is like listening to the track while he's telling Tariq that like he's gonna sign.
I think
with
I
True.
caught that before too.
Yeah. So it's just there's so many ways that Tariq has been like just disrespected at the end of this album by his friend True. By True.
Play the last track, Brad. Play the last track.
This is A Prince Among Thieves is the last track.
Yes. This is the illest track of the whole shit to me sometimes.
Yeah. It's brutal, man.
It's the title track.
Amongst thieves, what the fuck I put you through? Man, the messed up part about all this is I gotta live in this screwed up world without you.
It's not my fault. Sometimes I wonder, but I didn't understand. It's not my fault.
So lie!
I love that. I love that little bit. He's just like, I just can't stand living in this life without you, you know? And like,
yo, first of all, that last track sums the whole shit up so great.
Yeah.
It's just like I've said since the beginning, and it is the last track, right?
Yes.
All right, then I'm gonna sum up my opinion on this whole shit at the beginning.
All right.
I brought it to you, Brad, and I brought it to you, Brad, because
thank you.
I thought it was genius, and not like I'm not trying to take any credit. I'm just saying we had talked about it. I was like, yo, this is a perfect album for your shit. After you told me your shit, you know, your episode, your show. I was like, this would be a great episode. And the thing is, everything I've listened to is like, yo, man, if you think about this, you could put this could match Hamilton. This could match any album. This could match any fucking movie if you took it to the mainstream with real actors.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so whatever was in the brainchild of Prince Paul is fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
And it's lasted since I was 20. I mean, half my life.
Yeah.
Half my life I've existed. It's lasted that long. That's Miles Davis type shit. When it comes to hip hop. Hip hop is young, right? Miles Davis has 1 million fucking albums, right? But he has his legacy. John Coltrane, whoever the fuck you want to name in any genre, Carlos Santana, right? They have these albums, right? That last, right?
Yeah.
But then you get somebody like Prince Paul, who's not popular on the mainstream, who is a fucking genius in whatever you put him in. And then does this album right here to me, and Handsome Boy Modeling School is another one. We talked about that. But this album, yo, man, it stands the test of time. My daughter might hear this album when I tell her I did a podcast and be like, yo, I'm gonna make a movie. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows? It could be us doing this podcast. Think about it now. And then we look up and we're all fucking 10, 20 years older and somebody done a real movie about it, right?
Well, yeah, I mean,
it's that dynamic of a story to me, and that's what lasts through all the genres.
Yeah.
No matter if it's hip hop, no matter what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Wall, no matter what the fuck it is.
No matter what happens, like
and your podcast is the shit, by the way, for that reason, because you're breaking shit down like that.
Thank you.
So,
no, I really hope.
We appreciate it.
And I'm drunk, but I'm the most sincere when I'm drunk.
Fuck yeah, me too, bro. No, I really do. I really hope that. I really hope more people can discover this album, because it is a gem. It is such a time capsule of that, time in hip hop too. You know,
if I told you what I was doing when I was listening to this podcast, they might arrest me like the fucking people at the Capitol. I'm joking.
Yeah. No, I had no idea what the fuck was going on at this point in my life, but I wish I did. But it was all the pop music was all over the charts, and I was just a young tyke.
Yeah.
So I'm I really wish that I got to expose to this like before now.
I was tapped into both.
I'm glad that I have been exposed to it now. But before we get out of here though, there's one more thing that we like to do is go around the horn and find out what everyone's been listening to. So I'll go with I'll go first this time since I usually go last. I've been listening to the Discord fucking Desert Island playlist that we have. If you want to to be a part of that, go to our Discord, which is going to be in the link in the description, and tell us your Desert Island 5, and we will add like one song from each of those albums to our playlist. We have a really good list going right now, so please join that. It's like nice, like it's all over the place, but it's like it flows, I think. And if you're listening to this podcast right now on Tuesday, the day it comes out. Oh my God, it's Monday. It's always been Monday. I don't know why we said Tuesday here, but in the next section, I'm about to say later tonight we're doing a live stream. What I mean is later tomorrow night we're doing a live stream. So for the next little while here, anytime you hear Tuesday, we mean Monday. We are actually doing a Twitch stream later tonight at 7:30 at twitch.tv/rawevilgaming. Scratch that. It's actually twitch.tv/thealbumconcepthour. My bad. That's my friend Nate's stream, and we're going to be doing a Side B episode live. And we're going to be covering Slipknot's Iowa for this episode. So come in and check out our first live stream for Slipknot's Iowa. And if you want to support the podcast and what I'm doing in general, as well as Pick Apart the Passion, which Ram's a part of, go to patreon.com/flyoverstatepark and sign up to get exclusive content there. Anyway, so Ram, what have you been listening to lately?
Well, today, actually, I was listening to Illogic, ILLOGIC.
Yes. You should be hearing about them soon, I think.
Well, if somebody hears this, then fuck it. Then they happen to be in the connection of Flyover State Park.
I think in the timeline
and Jab Kid Media and the Pick Apart the Passion podcast.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
I've been listening to that because I know who Illogic is. I've heard him on other people's stuff most of the time. I've heard him.
Yeah.
But recently, I sat down with his album. I sat down with half of it one night.
Yeah.
And then the next night, today actually, I sat down with the other half and that other half too, the whole album.
Yeah.
Man, I was saying his lyrical choices are elite. And if you break down what I just said, his lyrical choices are elite. I'm an MC. I don't care how good I am or not, whatever you think.
Yeah.
But in terms of this podcast, I'm looking forward to it. So I've been listening to him. And I'm not saying that in a promotional way, because when I started that, I forgot what I was saying, but it's a real thing.
Well,
it's what I've been listening to.
At the point in which this comes out,
I'm still Miles Davis. I'm still Whitney Houston. I'm still Sade. I'm still my motherfucking self.
Yeah, hell yeah. And you got your Bandcamp. You got your
Brad's been sending me voice memos of him beatboxing, so I've been listening to that.
Yes, yeah. Look out for my solo album coming out this summer. Summer 2021. I got my beats.
Yeah. I'm joking, but anyway.
But no,
the other shit was serious though.
But no, seriously though, pick apart the passion though. Pay attention. Like we got some great fucking shit coming out in the next couple of months. So go to.
Hey, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna disconnect.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
That is fine. That's fine.
Hey, Jake, Mr. Jake the Snake Foster, which you have the greatest fucking name of any radio person I've ever met.
Right?
Because Jake the Snake was my cousin's favorite wrestler, and that's the shit. I love you, bro. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Ram.
Thank you, Ram.
I know we know each other.
Always a pleasure, dude.
I know we know each other, but salute, my man.
Dude,
good shit.
Thanks, Ram.
Brad, I'll probably be messaging you in like 2 hours with a new idea.
Right?
My man.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we'll talk.
Love, bro. What? All right, y'all.
Yeah, good to see you, man. Peace out. Thanks for being on.
Yeah.
Peace, bro. Hey, man, thank you.
All right, then. What about you, Jake? What have you been jamming on?
I found out that Lake Street Dive released a couple singles off their new album that's gonna come out this year, and I really like Lake Street Dive, so
okay.
Been binging listening to those, those two songs.
Okay.
So looking forward to that.
Nice.
And
what is the album that you mentioned to me the other day, by the way?
Oh, the one that's
going to be next week's episode, technically.
Wanted, and so that I was going to get to that.
Okay.
I got into listening to Willie Nelson, I don't know.
Hell yeah.
He did a whole album of duets with a lot of different really cool artists and different songs. And one of his compilation albums is the one that we want to do next week. Is Wanted the Outlaws, and it's got Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings and
hell yeah, bro.
Really, really, really cool.
That's the album you're picking?
Yeah, it
That's
is.
awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Look forward to that next week, guys.
Hells yeah, man.
Yeah.
Gotta love that country shit, dude.
Yeah,
especially that classic stuff. Let's do it. Yeah.
I was actually going to ask you, Jake, while we had you on here. So Phil Spector's passed away recently, and I became aware of the fact that he was in jail for murdering a Lana Clarkson, which I did not know before.
Yeah.
Care to comment?
Yeah, that's sad.
And before that, he was not. People wanted him in jail.
Okay.
He stole a bunch of money from.
I guess I just don't know about
a lot of different.
One of those
people.
assholes.
I guess I really don't know much about him besides the Wall of Sound thing.
Well, you remember the good parts.
Yeah.
The Wall of Sound is the good part.
Yeah, so he has passed away,
But
and
it was one hell of a good part.
apparently it's complicated. So it's just something I saw on Twitter. And I was like, I gotta ask Jake about
We can do a
this.
Wall of Sound album.
We should, we can
I'm
cover it at some point.
There's plenty of them.
And we'll talk about what happened.
Do a Beach Boys album, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
We can talk about everything. We can talk about everything that happened with Phil Spector.
Yes. Hey, we already did an Iced Earth album, and a member of them is going to jail for
Yeah.
So,
yep, that's
hey,
true.
We're already in controvery.
That's true.
Might as well roll mud deep in it.
We're not going to remove the episode. We just we talked about it. There's stuff there.
That's funny. I was talking.
It is funny though that
work about that.
It is really funny to me that he got headlines for that because I was like, "Oh, Iced Earth's in the news right now. Oh, Iced Earth's in the news right now. Oh shit." Okay.
Lil Wayne got pardoned by Trump the other day.
Yeah,
I did hear that, which I have very conflicted feelings about. I don't know, because I just don't know, guys. I don't know. We're living in the darkest timeline. I don't know what this means.
It was Steve Bannon and Lil Wayne.
Steve Bannon and Lil Wayne.
Those were the two.
Trump's
those were the two pictures.
Two of Trump's favorite people.
2 of his 73 that he pardoned.
Everyone knows Trump is constantly bumping to Lil Wayne all the time. That's just, that's pretty random, though. You couldn't write this. You couldn't write this presidency. Pretty wild. Anyway, John, what about you? I don't think we've gone through you. What have you been listening to?
No, I've been listening to a little bit of Lou Reed since we did that album for the side B.
Yeah, that was a really cool.
Been listening to that on the Spotify and the Pandora and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's led to a lot of good folky music, listening to a lot more Bob Dylan, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Netflix has a new series about the origins of video games. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Everybody should look about that, about like
nice.
80s video games and such.
Hell yeah.
And otherwise, I would just like to thank Jake for joining the team,
Yeah, Jake. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, excited.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hey, man, just remember, all we ask, man, when you just like when you commit, man.
Man. Yeah.
That's right.
Thanks. Thanks for being here, everyone. If you like what we're doing, again, go to patreon.com/flyover state park. Oh, Jake, sorry. You have your radio show, which we haven't mentioned again. We almost forgot again.
We alluded to it in the run through. But,
why don't you let them know about your show?
This is coming out on Tuesday, you said?
Next Tuesday, yes.
Yeah.
The next day is Wednesday.
Okay.
And for almost the last 10 years, that's meant that my show, Under the Covers with Jake the Snake Foster, will be on 91.7 WSUM, 6 to 8 a.m. And in Mazo on Sunday afternoons, I think, depending on the status of one of the components of the station, WISY 92.5 and online as well. So
nice.
Yeah.
So, he's on the radio. Check out what he's got, guys. It's on the internet as well. And it's every Wednesday.
It's very educational, guys.
Seriously. Is it every Wednesday?
Every Wednesday, yep.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
So if you're a local listener, which I know that I think 14% of you are, tune in to the local radio.
Not, or if you're not, even the internet.
Yes.
The internet
has
easy access, guys.
Yes.
And
tune in, guys.
If you listen on the West Coast, you don't have to get up as early.
That's true.
It's like
that's true.
Drive time like 8 to 10. Which
yes. You can take advantage.
So, awesome, man.
Yeah.
All right.
You can take advantage of the time changing.
That's
guys.
right.
Yes.
In Hawaii, I'm on in like the afternoon.
Oh, nice. Well, you know what? If you are a Hawaii listener, listen to this on your lunch break or on the way home from your early afternoon job.
Awesome.
There are plenty of ways to listen to Jake the Snake. There will be a link in the description, of course, as well. Thanks for being on Prince Paul's A Prince Among Thieves. We have completed this tragic tale.
Next week, Jake.
And yes, next week we have Jake's first official pick. So
another 180, which is the great part about this, is you guys are
we do
have so far done a lot of expanse of a lot of different things. So
thank you. Yeah, we try to cover the board. Leave no stone unturned. I think the last thing we need to do is get into like some classical, probably. But I'm sure that's just
coming.
around the corner.
We should do some jazz here too,
dude. Free jazz, classical, maybe some fucking spoken word. I don't know. We can go wherever we want.
Get into all of it.
There's so many concepts. So many concepts around, guys. But we will be back though next week with the album Concept Hour. And thank you for joining us again for another episode. We will see you next week. Peace. Thanks for listening. The album Concept Hour is Brad LeBaron, Dave Gallagher, John Aker, and Scott Wesley. Special thanks to King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard for the theme music. Please like us on Facebook or friend us on Twitter or MySpace and let us know what concept album you would like to hear on the podcast. See you on Side B. This is Flyover State Park. You are clear to land.